In dance, what I find most rewarding is the ability and opportunity to communicate with an audience and with my fellow dancers in an open and creative way. I've always been a fan of dance. I started in church, actually, and then when my parents saw that I liked it, they put me in classes. And then I was introduced to Alvin Ailey Dance Company, and I was in love with them, and it just kind of grew from there. And there's just something, I think it's, you can't really put it into words what dance or theater, live theater can do. The connection between a performer and an audience member is indescribable. And so there's just something about that, and I think music and arts in general, that's kind of beyond words. I don't really know how else to say it. And with editing, what I find most rewarding is being able to put a puzzle together. I used to do puzzles when I was younger. I prided myself on 1,000-piece puzzles minimum. If it was 500-piece, that was too low for me. So I think subconsciously, when I was introduced into editing, the editing world, there was a connection there. I really was intrigued by how there was this whole behind the scenes process of what we end up seeing on television or in film. And so being able to be a major part of that was exciting for me. And so while most of the time when you're working for someone else, you are not the final say, if you are working with people who respect your vision and your voice, then you're still putting your opinions and your voice into that cut. And so normally what I try to do is I try to negotiate things that might not be what the director wants. I try to negotiate that little angle or that take or that joke to try and put my little touch in there. But I think I just enjoy putting the puzzle together. I think that's what it comes down to. It's very hard, though. It's very meticulous. When I was in film school, we would be in a dark room editing, and there would be a lot of angry people yelling in the room, and I'd just be in the dark, like, you know. So it's very particular, a very particular skill set, but I enjoy it. And then with the filmmaking. With filmmaking, the most rewarding thing for me is just having a voice and telling stories that I want to tell. So I think every person has a story, every person has opinions, every person has things that they like and they don't like. And whether you like my particular story, you might like someone else's story. Everything isn't for everyone. That's why we have so many channels and networks and film studios to reach out to different kinds of